Seeing you getting your just desserts.
I don't deserve any of this.
You do deserve this.
I've done nothing to deserve this.
You're the one that made the bet.
I don't deserve this.
You're the one that lost.
I did indeed lose.
You lost.
That part I'm not going to argue about. I lost the bet. That's why, children, you shouldn't make bets with gay Satan.
Alright, and we're officially in.
I've made mistakes, everybody. Alright.
Welcome, welcome one and all to, well, you know, I don't really know, is this...
This is a public service announcement about why you shouldn't gamble.
Wait, oh, I love this opening, so let's watch the opening.
I hate everything about this.
Why? It's, look how...
Oh, he's playing a banjo.
Because his name is Banjo.
I hate that. Why is Kazooie just...
They couldn't actually use a kazoo because it's trademarked. That's not a joke either. That's the actual reason she's playing a little trumpet thing.
I hate all of this.
I love this more than life itself. He's playing the fiddle. Look at that.
Wow, Banjo's playing himself.
Yeah, like how you played yourself. Ooh, we're starting off strong.
Why couldn't Steve have gotten into Smash Bros? Like, Minecraft Steve would have been fine.
You have a problem. What's our usual show called? Generation Gap. I don't think this is really
This is reverse Generation
Yeah, this
Gap.
is reverse Generation
This came out in my generation, and I never got a chance to play it. You went back and played it.
And love it.
And love it. And I freaking hate it. This is hell.
Okay, so...
I'm in hell.
So point is that because of this little agreement we had, we're going through it now. In reverse Generation Gap.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at all the colors. This game's so creative.
You have a problem. It's a witch's castle. Of course it's gonna be Gween.
Okay, why a witch? She's just the most boring.
Well, no, she's not boring. She's a comedic version of the traditional witch.
She's just terrible K. Rool.
She's not K. Rool at all.
Oh yeah, she's not K. Rool. See that eye looking a little big there.
No, they're both the same
Wait,
size.
what color
One
is she?
eyelid is just. Witches are green. That's not a.
Really
that's
takes
nothing.
my breath away. Cop, she just picked her note. I hate.
I love the sounds that they make in these games.
I can't stand them. They make me want to kill myself.
They're so funny.
They make me want to actually kill you and then myself.
But they capture the personality of the character so well.
No, they're just the same thing over and over again.
No, but the voices are different. She's kind of...
No, I know,
you know,
but she says the same three words over and over and over and over and over again. And this is just Mickey and the Magic Mirror or whatever. Castle of Illusion.
It is Castle of Illusion, I will give you that. The plot is 100% just Castle of Illusion.
It's Tootie! She's cute and kind, and she just
But also I like
humped that guy violently.
Well, wouldn't you? Look at him giving you those eyes.
I like how my emulator is this terrible, like, Project 64 emulator.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. They're great people. It's an old version of Project 64.
That's what I was gonna say,
it doesn't quite work right. It's like
Yeah.
from like 5 years ago. And so much of this is just not loading. And
Not
I'm not going to
correctly.
fix it. I'm
You're
not going to fix it. No, I'm not going to fix it.
I was noticing that some of it wasn't loading right.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, whatever.
Bottles. I like Bottles.
Oh, okay, you do like him. Well,
because he dies in Banjo Tooie,
Oh
and I think that's one of the
God.
funniest
That
jokes.
is really funny.
They're like, man, Bottles just died in the beginning of this game. We're in for a rough one this time, Banjo, and I laugh my A off at that.
No, that is really good.
So funny. I actually think I would like Banjo Tooie better than Banjo Kazooie.
It's a really good game. Some people do like it better.
Why does she just live in his backpack? This
No,
is
it's just
such an
a
abusive relationship.
It's just a cozy place. She chooses to live there.
Tootie doesn't think she's fairer than you. Your stupid goblet thing.
I also like how everything Grunty says is a rhyme.
How do you feel about sexy Gruntilda?
I'm not on with that at all. I'm not a fan of... Because here's the thing. They've sexualized characters in media for so long. I understand. I get it. But Grunty?
But when you fail, Gruntilda steals Tootie's prettiness and get an ending
I understand,
where you see...
but you don't have to be... Listen. Don't go with that. Don't make fan art of that. Please! Stop making fan art of Grunty after she succeeds. It's gross.
Tell you what's gross is that shadow there on the bed.
Gross?
Odd shadow.
Don't you mean erotic? Deeply?
No.
I bet Banjo's... I can only imagine Banjo's toes under there. I can only imagine Banjo's under there.
Well, this hasn't been the most annoying opening to any video game ever. Let's see if my controls work. Okay, unfortunately they do, people. So
there we go. Okay.
Wow, I think rapid fire is on. Is that all Banjo can jump? No, he's got to be able to jump more than that. Bottles. I regret telling you anything. I'm Banjo, and this here's my buddy Kazooie. The writing is just stellar.
You have a problem.
Stellar.
The writing is stellar.
Oh, what was all that noise about? And where's my sister Tootie, the ugly?
Here's my point. Okay, is that Rare wrote.
Why does Kazooie hate Bottles so much?
Kazooie doesn't. Kazooie's just a jerk. Part of her personality is that she's a jackass. There's this part. Now I might be mixing this up with Tooie, but there's a part where it's kind of like paralleling in Mario 64 with the baby, right? You know, the baby penguin. Yeah. It's like paralleling that in the scene, but then Tooie's just like, I say we leave them. We leave them to die, that kind of thing.
Is that all Banjo can jump?
Yeah.
You're kidding. You're kidding, right?
When was the last time you played this?
Like a year or two ago, I tried to beat it, and
I remember you said you couldn't get through it.
Oh, because it's just the worst.
It's so good.
There's his back air.
Yeah.
Back air.
You'll see all his moves from Smash.
Okay. I am not 100%ing this game, so.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not gonna 100%.
You don't have to 100% it. As long as we beat it, I'm satisfied.
We'll beat it. Just like Banjo was beating it in the opening.
Oh yeah. Oh, good. Don't you want him to guh you?
Have you seen in Smash Bros. If you pick up a Tanuki leaf as Banjo?
No.
I'm gonna be putting it up here on screen.
Okay.
Funny voiceover right now, and it's gonna be good, cause
I feel like you'll just look like a furry.
Hi, Kazooie. Yeah, Banjo. Do you ever think Guh makes mistakes?
He does. He really does. You know, my only problem with a lot of pretty much like everything from my childhood that I absolutely
why can't I just jump forward like Donkey Kong could?
Because Donkey Kong gay.
Donkey Kong's so much faster than Banjo.
Yeah, I mean, it is an inferior game that makes things easier, for the player. I mean, I get that.
Makes things possible to play and enjoyable. And who
except for, all of the...
What the F is that?
Oh, that's like, what's his name?
Shambling
Dumbo? I don't remember his name.
Come and kick your butt. Rescue you, he will not dare. There's many dangers in my lair. Grunty,
come on,
you
that's
are the
good.
Next imminent.
Hurry, Klungo. It's not Gungo. It's Klumbo, I think. Like I said, the only thing about this that I will just admit, it's just Castle Evolutions. That is 100% the same exact plot. Nothing else there. And now you're just gonna do some levels, man. Do some levels.
Yeah, look at that lag. Look at that lag.
There's
oh
no
my
lag.
God.
What
he rolls and then he can't move again for so long.
It's not that long.
It is such a chore playing this game.
It's not a chore.
Found a jigsaw to enter the world. Show the picture.
See, you gotta find a Jiggy.
Oh, wow. I don't think we found any of those yet. I think I saw one here.
Near the lair entrance. See.
Go back.
So, that's something else that I like is that you have this, like, hub area that essentially helps you unlock the, you know, based on the pictures. I think that's cool. I like that. Because it encourages a level of exploration in a map that's not huge. Also, a big
why is it talking to me?
it's Jiggy. Come on, that's great. And then
How long do I have to do this for?
the next 12 hours?
Oh my god.
Didn't you know?
Yeah, I know.
We've got 12 hours.
We've got takes you 12 hours to beat this stupid
No,
game.
we've got 12 hours to beat the stage.
To beat the stage.
To beat just the stage.
Just this first stage. I
Just
believe
the first
it.
stage.
I believe it.
12 hours, I think, is a pretty good amount of time. 12 hours to devote to this stage. We should be able to get at least one Jiggy.
Yeah.
It's so good. Also, the fact is that when you're on the map, there's lots of Jiggies, and you can get to them, and it doesn't take you out. That's something that's absolutely terrible about something like, I hate to invoke its holy name, but Mario 64, when you get a star, it sends you out, despite the fact that there are lots of stars in a stage, and Banjo Kazooie doesn't.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I actually want to replay the stages in Mario.
Also, there's more varied combat in this, which I like. The combat system, I think, is better personally.
This drives me insane.
See, I like that it's...
Stupid notes.
What?
I don't want to collect them.
The notes are... But here's the thing, you don't have to collect them.
You do at one part. Because to get forward, you have to collect a bunch of notes.
No, there are parts where you will, but you don't have to collect every note in the stage.
I know, but I don't want to collect every coin in Mario. And these are essentially the coins for
But
Mario.
that's the point. You don't have to. One part where you need to, that's nothing.
Oh, I hate these guys.
What's wrong with them?
Their design, it just reminds me of those
Their design's a little gross.
really, really gross, like, 90s kids shows.
Yeah, I get that. Their design is a little gross. Really, in terms of the game itself, there's only really two things that I like a lot.
This is gonna... Oh, yeah.
I like a lot better in...
you saw that. I was looking down. Went straight up.
Why are you getting all the notes? You don't need to get any of these notes.
I don't?
No, you don't.
Telling you, at some point they're gonna want me to get all the notes.
You'll probably need to get, like, I don't even think you do in this stage, but you'll probably need to get, like, a number of notes, but you don't have to get all of them. Also, tackle that when you get to it. My thing is that I feel like...
Why can't I kill this guy?
Why do you want to kill him?
Because he's in my way, and I'm a bear, and I must feed.
You're gonna die.
I'm not gonna die.
You're dead. You didn't have to fight that guy at all.
Do you have lives in this game?
You do.
Oh my god!
What are you talking about? Of course you have lives in this.
What? And this is what bothers me about this.
It's just a score system.
Game.
That's the reason I say
you get those things, right?
The notes. They just contribute to your score.
They just contribute to your score, and you have to recollect them every time.
But here's the point, is that the score doesn't matter. That's my whole thing. The score doesn't matter. It's really only giving an option for players who want to compare scores, which is great. That is such a good system. Because anyone can complete the game, but you can perform better if you get all 100 notes. But it doesn't affect your game. It's just for the player. Okay? It's just for the fun.
You're doing a hard sell here.
It's just for the fun. You just, compare with your friends. This is very 90s. And not to mention, lives, everything has lives. You realize Mario 64 has lives?
I know.
Come on.
I know.
They've only recently realized that the games don't need lives. And most things haven't anyways.
Okay. Why am I stopped?
Because you're in a cutscene. See, the people are talking.
Feed Chimpy. What do you want me to feed you? Here's an orange. I'm unsure of how to ground pound.
Don't touch the congas. See, there you go.
Alright.
You're on the right track.
You dirty whore monkey.
There you go. Look, and see, look.
Oh.
Now here's what's great. Look, so there's 10 jiggies on each. That little eraser.
That sound effect for its voice.
You're a sick man. They make medications for what's happened to you.
Yeah, they do. What
uncle touched you to make you hate Banjo? Okay, you got an orange.
Okay, I got one. Hey, that's Conga's orange.
Conga.
Wow, now I'm just holding it? Like,
there you go.
I beat this level before, and I don't even sort of remember any of this. Help fat? Banjo's not even fat.
He's fat. He's a fat boy.
He's not fat. Look at him. He's fine. Like, he'll be fat in the, the good game.
Oh, yeah,
later.
Nuts and Bolts. We'll have to play that one later.
Yeah.
We'll have to go through that one so we can experience agony. You know I've never played that game, right?
Well, I always believe that you shouldn't say that a game is bad until you played it.
Well, then let's play that one next. Despite the fact that, it's not really for your generation.
I have played that one.
Oh, you have played it?
Yeah.
How far did you get?
I played, like, the first level of the game. I just had the demo.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And I was like, I don't understand, and I immediately got out of my cart and ran around and thought you could beat the game that way.
Wow, alright.
I thought that the building was optional. Why is there a grunty thing here?
And remember, part of the beauty of Banjo is that it's a big stage, 100 notes, big stage.
What the? I thought I was going to see a normal-sized head on that ant.
Nope.
Oh my god, Banjo went straight up Mortal Kombat.
Ripped him into pieces.
This is why he wasn't in Smash Bros. Before.
Too violent.
Too violent, man.
You know what I thought was so funny were the people that wanted Conker in Smash Bros.
Screw them.
I'm just like...
Conker's a bad character from a dumb game.
Yeah, and my whole thing is I'm like, you really think that Sakurai is going to put the guy who's known for sex and violence? I mean, it's not even that he's rated M. There's plenty of rated M characters in Smash Bros. You need to go the normal way. You're triggering me.
I can do this.
There
we go.
Oh my god.
Look at that. I got it early.
You're triggering me almost.
To do something. Wow. Intuitive combat.
Here's my point. You know what the combat in Mario is?
Not there, because there's no combat in Mario because it's not important.
Except there's combat in other Mario games, and they clearly try to have
just jump on their heads.
No, in 64 you punch. In 64 you punch and you jump on head.
You never use it.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
You know what? Now we're gonna have to go through.
Stop lying.
We're gonna have to freaking go through the entirety of.
I'll let you in on a secret that's possibly heresy.
Okay.
I don't like the 64 that much.
Yeah, that's heresy. That's really
bad.
Yeah, I know. That's really bad.
Yeah.
Why do you not like what? Wait, hold on.
I was raised on the Super Nintendo, right?
Okay.
And then I was like, the next generation of gaming is gonna be amazing. And then it was the 64, and I was like, this is fine. But I was ready to be transported to another dimension.
Okay, here's my thing.
And like, I agree that like there's really good ideas on the 64, but the 64 is, I think the reason people like it so much is that it's the Wild West. You know, like everybody's still trying to figure out what the crap we're doing.
Well, also it has such a small library comparatively.
Yes.
I think maybe we can throw up the numbers here. The library on the 64 is how do I? It's like the Oh, you missed it.
I saw it.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. This is terrible, but this is absolutely the first analogy that came to my head. SNES amount of games is like the Jews, right?
I don't like where this is going.
Is like the number of Jews, and then the N64 is post-Holocaust number of Jews. You know what I'm saying? Those ratios.
I understand the words you're saying.
Can we put up the ratios?
Okay, we can put up the bell curve here on these.
Okay.
He wants 5?
Craig?
You whore!
Craig, put up the numbers, please.
We got this.
Okay, thank you, Craig.
Here's my thing about the 64. I don't dislike the 64, but like, there's a couple games I really enjoy.
Right.
I really enjoy Ocarina of Time, right?
I think, yeah, everybody likes Ocarina of Time.
But I don't like Majora's Mask on the 64 because it's garbage.
I do like Majora's Mask on 64, but I definitely think that it's missing quite a bit.
The 3DS is amazing.
The 3DS,
version I might like better than
ideal.
Ocarina of Time.
It's really,
on 3DS.
it is really
it's
great.
so good.
It's really great.
It's so good. But here's the thing, is that like you forget how bad the controls are when you walk away from it too long. The Goron plays terribly. The Zora plays terribly. The Deku is almost okay. Link is fine, and everything else is just really, really janky. There's a lot of jank.
Well, I will say my whole thing with the 64 is okay. Its library was really small, like I said, and that's not ideal. And also, it followed up what might be the best single console in existence.
And here's the thing:
the Super Nintendo was perfect.
To me, the 64 is the NES. Mm-hmm. They've got a new platform, and they don't know what to do with it yet. Don't know exactly what to do with it yet. They're still trying to figure out how do we make games on this thing? How does Banjo not blow Mondo down?
Right.
And they make these weird games that are so strange.
Yeah.
And if they connect with you, they're just irreplaceable. But if they don't connect with you, you can find almost nothing redeeming about them.
And again, it is kind of a Wild West aspect where it's like this doesn't happen.
Our brains are vulnerable to that.
Yeah,
our brains are just
definitely
they're always
to
going to be vulnerable to that.
But I will say, here's my thing. Unpopular opinion. You don't really like the N64 that much. I do really like the N64, but here's a very unpopular opinion, is that I like the GameCube better.
Oh, yeah, that's not even a competition in my mind.
But it is a very unpopular opinion.
Yes.
No. Oh, well, you got it. But you got enough for Mumbo Jumbo.
He'll give me the egg shooter, I guess?
Who knows?
Or he might give me the ability to walk up,
No, just walk in general.
To
like
walk
Death
in general,
Stranding, that's an ability.
This is actually Death Stranding.
This is Death Stranding, right?
Welcome to our Let's Play of Death Stranding.
Death Stranding Let's Play.
I have a feeling
November 8th.
That's the only game I'm gonna hate.
I don't know if this Let's Play will come out before November, but if it does, I just want to encourage everybody to buy Death Stranding because it's going to be the greatest game ever made.
I just want to encourage no one to buy Death Stranding.
It's going to be the greatest game ever made.
I want to keep it all to myself.
Okay.
For the memes.
Yes, of course. It is going to be a meme factory.
Oh, yeah,
It's going to be a meme factory.
Stand on top and press B to see the might of Mumbo's magic. You know, Mumbo, you're alright. I like Mumbo, okay. What the F is he, though?
He has, like, a 2-minute cutscene in Banjo-Tooie. That's actually part of the reason I don't like Banjo-Tooie as much, as it's just a much more tedious version of Banjo-Kazooie in my mind. You're an ant now.